Hello, everyone. It's Yellow Girl here. Grab your popcorn, sit tight, and bear with me. Hello, guys. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are safe. It's summertime, so you guys should be straight vibing. And if you have summer school or summer classes, I hope everything is doing well. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Bear With Me Podcast. This is the second part of the interview with Aquaman, so sit tight and enjoy. Okay, so we can do a transition from high school and all of that. So we can talk about like acting. Because, I think it's really cool that, like, every time we're watching a movie, you're not just like a normal person watching a movie, but you pay close attention to, like, the actors and, you can tell when they break character and, all of those things. And I know you're passionate about it. So tell me a little bit about, like, when did you find out that you were passionate about acting? Because I know you want us to be an actor. Like, tell me a little bit about that.
Man, you're tapping into my childhood dream. Oh man, honestly, you know how like a like a boy will watch maybe like an international like a soccer match and like be amazed and like, oh, I want to go up there, I want to score a goal. To me, just growing up watching tons of movies, shows and stuff, seeing people like the laughter and the joy and even the sadness that it can bring, like seeing people so engrossed in a movie, in a film.
Yeah.
I saw those people on camera, in the movie screen, and I just thought like this would be the greatest job in the world. You get to go behind the camera and make this world with real emotions, real characters, real stories, and like connect with the audience. I just thought it was the greatest, coolest job. Um, Honestly, since I was a child, and then I guess I started to pick it up a bit more after high school.
So, do you have any actors that like inspired you?
Oh
Because I don't
man,
think you ever told me that.
wow. Um, I don't know. I'm pretty mainstream, but so many.
Really?
Yeah.
You can name three.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Shia LaBeouf.
Okay.
He's the main character in Transformers.
Okay, because I have no idea who's doing
Don't worry. I got you. Don't worry. Shia LaBeouf, he's the main character. He's the Sam Witwicky in Transformers. He's just the way that he takes his roles, how serious he takes them. Like he's like, if I don't do amazing in this role, I don't get money. I can't live. I can't eat.
Wow.
I can't sleep. So he's like so committed to what he
Goes
does.
all in.
He goes all in, and sometimes he like shows up to the set, like in the movie Fury. You haven't seen that. You need to watch that one. But in the movie Fury, basically they're set in like a wartime film, and those people in wartime obviously are not going to be taking showers like they're at war. And he showed up to set to act without taking a shower for like for weeks, even months, just to stay in character the entire time.
Wow.
So that type of dedication towards being fully immersed as that character, it's super respectable. So he's definitely one.
Would you say
yeah.
Tom Cruise just because of how he does his own stuff?
I don't know, Tom Cruise. He's the best. Tom Cruise is amazing because he's not just an actor. He's a director. He writes the script. He produces. He does his own stunts. He has mastered the entire art of cinema.
Wow.
So he knows what he like. Oh, it's just he's brilliant. He is a mastermind. And then I don't want to go too old school, but I'll say Denzel Washington and Dylan O'Brien.
Oh, I know you love Dylan O'Brien.
Dylan O'Brien is so funny. His character's real. I love The Maze Runner. I read all the books. I could just go on, but I'll stop there.
Yeah, I know you also love Marvel.
Oh, come on now.
Which I understand why, because you put me on. We've seen all the movies, but I just can't understand the hype on Star Wars.
Oh.
I tried one time, and I like the little thing. People say it's cute, but he's old, isn't it? Isn't
what?
he? Like the little green thing.
Shh. Don't disrespect Yoda. Don't disrespect Yoda.
Wait, people call him Baby Yoda, but isn't he old? He looks old.
Oh my gosh.
I can't do it. I tried, and I just think Star Wars are not. It's not.
You
that.
can't try. You have to let the Force guide you.
That's actually funny. But like, what changed now since like becoming an actor was your dream, and now you're going through a different path. So what changed for you? What do you think changed?
Well, basically in the household I live in, they've always encouraged falling back on something concrete, and what's concrete is your education. And I had a dream of becoming an actor. I still do. So that is my dream, but I still have multiple talents in a way. Like one of my talents is the fact that I can study and learn. So, and I always want to do something. Like I would love to have a job where I feel like I'm making an impact. A big impact. And that's why I loved this whole acting thing, so I could make an impact. But I told you I was pre-med.
Yeah.
In medicine, I'm able to truly help people every day. And it's something that's real. And if I'm going to do anything, it's more about the impact and that it brings me joy. Definitely still do some acting on the side. But if if that doesn't take off, I still have medicine to fall back on. And at least I know I'm doing something worthwhile with my life.
Okay, so if you're a full-time doctor and there comes an opportunity to but just literally be in a movie, or just go, like the opportunity to go to California and literally just play a role in a movie with your favorite actors, for example, like, you would take it?
It's a good thing. Oh my gosh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I might have to reschedule some of these patients.
That's crazy.
If there's surgery, of course not. Like, guys, I'm sorry, I have to do this surgery.
Yeah.
Period. But doctors go on vacations.
Yeah.
This is just going to be a long one. Because these are, life is short. It's once in a lifetime, and meeting these people is incredible. So, yes, I would do what I can do to make it there.
And, as a doctor, when you have your wife and your kids and, that opportunity comes, how would you balance all of that out?
Whew. Balance is honestly the most talked about thing in my experience, like in healthcare, shadowing different doctors. They always talk about how, if they're happy, they talk about how their job gives them a good work-life balance. I've seen plenty of doctors that unexpected things happen. Patients may come in and they're much worse than their chart appears, and they just have to cancel their plans. There's immediate surgery, and one doctor just told me, this is the job. He had a date. He had to go see his daughter after a day with his wife, and canceled to do surgery. So I have, again, the utmost respect for people that are that committed in that job. And for me, you just have to do one thing at a time. When it's work time, I want to fully be focused, immersed in my work. And when it's time to spend time with family,
Yeah.
that's family time.
Yeah.
And I have to learn to set boundaries. You can't mix and match the two.
Yeah. Would you say that the media does a bad job at kind of portraying doctors? Because I think that doctors are kind of seen as, especially when it comes to men, it's always like, oh, when they have a family, it's always like they're never present and, at home, in their children's lives because they're doctors and they're so busy. So would you say that, like, what we see in like movies and shows, like the media kind of does a bad job because they always show doctors as super busy and don't have time for family and things like that? Or it really just depends on the person?
No, that's the media can only show so much. The media can never truly tap into the reality of being a doctor, really anything for that fact.
Yeah.
It depends on the occupation as well as how that own person is set up in their occupation.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of doctors that have their own private practices,
Mm-hmm.
and they literally, because there's so many doctors working in one practice,
Yeah.
they get to literally take off a day. Like, you can work, instead of working Monday through Friday, like a 9 to 8 or whatever, or
Mhm.
9 to 6, whatever, they just take off Tuesday. One of the doctors take off Tuesday. Another doctor will take off Friday. There's another practice that 3 doctors, let's say 3 or 4 doctors are working, and
Mhm.
one doctor will take off the entire week
Wow.
and then work full time the next week.
Mm-hmm.
That way they still get their hours in.
Mm-hmm.
The practice is still operational, but the doctor has so much flexibility.
Yeah.
So it's all about adjusting to the times that we live in
Mm-hmm.
and making the best out of your talents. And there's multiple ways to do that. The media does not see that side.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of, like, what's the favorite thing about your favorite thing about studying medicine, or just like, health?
Honestly, studying medicine is beautiful. My favorite thing is the fact that it's just so applicable. It's so applicable to every single day. And we really just like go about our lives, waking up,
Yeah.
I don't know, eating these foods, working out, consuming so many things, and we don't even know what's really inside of it.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, this is green, it's healthy. It's like, okay, but like, why though?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I need my protein. Like, do you know what protein is?
I know.
Do you know what it's made of?
Yeah.
And like, there's so much more to our daily activities, and medicine helps bring light to all of these things. And when you understand the basics, you can help solve so many bigger problems.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, Aquaman, but just going back to, acting.
Yeah.
Like, if you have, like, a wife or whatever, would you ever do one of those roles where you have to have, like, a girlfriend in a movie or a wife and do, like, kissing scenes and things like that? Like, would you ever especially if they offered you, like, a ton of money? Like, would you? Because, I mean, being an actor is, like, like you told me earlier, behind the scenes, it's like, when you accept, only after you accept, they show you the script, so you can't really, deny it, right? You can't say no. It's kind of like you have to do it, right?
Most definitely not. You don't have to do anything you're not comfortable doing. However, if you go into the acting industry with
Mm-hmm.
these really strict morals,
Yeah.
you're really limiting the amount of roles you can receive, because most people that they're portraying on scene
Yeah.
in the movie theater are not these super, abstinent people that don't make out, don't have sex, don't drink, don't smoke, and you have to understand that you are not yourself in acting.
Yeah,
You are
that's true.
literally
So, I don't know.
embodying somebody else.
Mhm.
That's also another reason why I didn't even bring it up, but that's another reason why I wasn't so pressed about not acting,
Mhm.
because I know myself, and I know that if I ever wanted to truly take it seriously, I couldn't turn back on my morals.
Yeah.
As in, I could still go out there and, I don't know what, take a shot, do a little smoke cigarette, because that's in the scene. But when you spend so much time doing that, it's impossible that doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
And for a wifey at home, oh my gosh. Again, against my morals, I just really wouldn't like that. I know that if I took acting full time, there would definitely be roles for me in which I would have to, probably make out with somebody else, kiss somebody else, sex scene. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, that's not happening. But I would legit just have to force myself to say, this is acting, this is professional, we're making a scene, there's no feelings. But deep down, it would feel completely wrong. I would feel like I'm betraying myself and my wife.
But also, I just don't understand, because just look at how many actors fall in love after, like, they spend so much time together on set and things like that. Like Zendaya and Tom, like, you just, like, they fall in love. Like, how can you literally reassure your wife when you're, spending so much time? I know for some of them, like, their partners on set as well, just behind the scenes and things like that. But, like, just how? Like, I know it's like when you love someone, but at the same time, it's like you spend so much time on set with someone else, like, kind of in this world where you guys are in love, making out, like, looking at each other's eyes. Like, I can't, like, I don't know.
No, like, I completely agree. It's really weird and it's hard to understand. However, I feel like the best thing you can do if you're in that situation is to find somebody else also in that situation, because you can have grace for each other. That's why, like, Tom and Zendaya understand they're just acting.
Yeah.
So if you don't have another actor mentality, like, you can't explain to them, like, no, this is just a scene. It's just a scene. It's like, I don't care if it's just a scene. Stop kidding. I don't care if you make $1 million. I don't want to see that. I don't want to even see him on my Instagram feed. I don't care. Like, no, like, that's not gonna work out.
Yeah, but that is really cool. I think acting is very interesting. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, we watch everything. All of they do is really just for us. But yeah, on an ending note, you're a leader. For those of you who know you, you're a leader. You're amazing. So many people admire you. And so, what advice or tips would you give someone who, is trying to get out of their comfort zone and trying to, like, lead or take a leadership position? What would you tell them?
Wow. Being a leader and getting out of your comfort zone. So, if you want to get out of your comfort zone, the best advice, or at least the thing that always works for me, is looking at the bright side. Looking at the long term, rather. If I know that if I put myself in this position that might be extremely awkward, I might be laughed at, I might be judged, or even made fun of, I know that I can take it, and it's gonna make me stronger, and the relief after pushing myself to be in that position is stronger than all and any criticism I receive.
Yeah.
And it's like almost positive reinforcement, basically. That first step is going to help take your next step and your next step. So just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it, because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's pretty much it. If you take the shot and it doesn't go in, you lost nothing. You look bad, but you lost nothing. But when it goes in, you're going to remember that feeling. And you're going to use that same feeling to take your next shot. And it's just going to get better and better and better. And you're not even going to realize that you're doing all these things that made you so uncomfortable before. And it's going to feel like second nature. That's for getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
But being a leader,
Yeah,
is.
because not everyone can be a leader, right? In a way.
Wow.
Well,
I think it comes easier to others.
yeah.
But
yeah.
I think that everyone has a innate capacity to lead. Being a leader is about humility.
Yeah.
You need to it's not just about treating people the way you want, like you wanted to be treated or something. It's about understanding every single like responsibility and duty of every single person that you're leading.
Yeah.
And being able to help them through it, never getting to the point that you believe that you're above this or you're above that.
Yeah.
When you show the people that are under you that you can also pick up the trash, you can also greet people at the door, you can also do paperwork.
And listen to them.
Yeah. You set the tone. That I'm a leader not because like I'm up here. I'm a leader because I've been through what you guys are going through.
Yeah.
So that's like you have to humble yourself. That's the first and most important thing about being a leader.
Yeah, I think those are like wise words, and your advice is amazing. This has been an incredible interview. I feel like everyone's gonna love it because you're amazing. Thank you guys so much for listening, and don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Bear With Me Podcast. It was amazing to interview Aquaman. He did amazing. High five.
Thank you guys.
So did you like being here?
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on this episode with you. I loved being here. Questions are amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Happy Wednesday. Stay blessed, stay happy, and take care of yourselves. Bye, everyone.